Hey everyone, it's To Be Shores. I'm back with another dream that I feel led to share. It is still April the 22nd, 2016. It's 2:10 p.m. This dream I had on April the 13th, and it starts out that I was at work, but I was at an old employer, place I used to work, um, several years ago. So I believe that's saying this is about work on this earth, not our work yet to come. And at this old employer's, there were several of us there working, and my husband was there too. Um, my husband, he represents the Lord. So this is work on this earth that I do with the Lord, okay? But he had to leave before I did. And I knew in the dream that I had to wait. I was going to have to wait till it was time for me to clock out. It was time to leave. It was time to go till my work was finished. Um, so as me and these others were waiting, we knew that there was a storm outside. We knew that something was falling from the sky. That's the main thing that stuck out to me, is there was a storm and there was something falling. We weren't exactly sure what it was. We thought it was hail. That's the best I can remember. But when time came for us to leave, for us to actually clock out and leave, when we went outside, I noticed that I was walking, and this is going to sound really strange. Let me back up just a bit and show you. What was there resembled this. So yes, I thought it was hail. And remember, it was, well, there's some more hail, more hail, more. Um, it was something falling from the sky, and it appeared to be hail in every sense from what we could tell. But when we went outside, what looked like white balls of hail. This is the only way I know to describe this, okay? It was like it was in these plastic sheet things, and this is the only thing I could find that even resembled something where I could try to describe this to you, but it was like white balls of hail is what it resembled. But it was in these sheets, like how you used to get toy parts or model car parts came in sheets that were manufactured and then you punch them out. That's what we were walking on. Is it looked like hail, but it was in these sheets, like you would get toy parts. Like I said, how the toy parts used to come in these sheets and you punch them out. And what I felt led to understand from that is that there was an event going on that appeared to be natural. It appeared to be of a natural nature. Let me get back to my original pictures here. Right here. It appeared to be a natural storm. What was falling appeared to be natural. But when we stepped out and saw it and was right there with it, we could tell it was something was very odd about it. It was in these sheets that resembled something that's manufactured. So what I believe that is saying is that during this time of waiting for the time to arrive to leave, because remember, I was waiting to punch out. It was about punching out and it being an appointed time to leave. So before our appointed time comes to leave, we're going to be aware that there's a storm and that there's something going on outside, because we were in the building. This was going on outside and we were aware of it and we thought it was just a natural storm. But when we went outside, we seen something very odd about it. And I think this is saying that there'll be something that appears to be a natural event, but it's actually manufactured, made by man, is the understanding I'm getting from this. But after I walked out and I walked across these odd looking sheets of what appeared to be hail, I walk across it and there is a gold pickup that I go and get into. Now, I believe that the pickup represents being picked up, being caught away, because it's about being picked up. And the gold, I believe, represents that it is of divine nature, so to speak. The gold represents purity, okay? Because we know that it's, we know from things in the Word that gold is about refinement, and that there are streets of gold in heaven, and that things in the tabernacle were covered in gold. So we know that gold is a precious metal of refinement. And I believe this gold pickup represents me being picked up and taken to heaven. And that was the end of that dream. But I think the things that we can pull out of that are that we're waiting on an appointed time, an exact time. And this thing about the Lord being at work with me, I believe if we look at Deuteronomy 31:8, and this is Moses speaking to Joshua, because Joshua was going to lead the people into the promised land. So this is Moses speaking, and he's telling Joshua, and the Lord, he it is that doth go before thee. And I think the Lord leaving before I left is what this is speaking about. He goes before us. He will be with thee. He will not fail thee, neither forsake thee. Fear not, neither be dismayed. So I think what that's representing is this scripture here where the Lord was there with us and then he left before me. And this scripture is letting us know that he goes before us, that he is with us, and he will not forsake us, and there's nothing to fear, because we're going to, as we wait for this appointed time, we are going to see what appears to be a natural event of some sort, but it is actually a manufactured event. And one thing I forgot to mention is when I went out, we know this had been going on, the storm had been going on, and this had been falling, and then we see this manufactured looking stuff on the ground, but nothing ever hit us or hurt us. And I don't even remember if it was falling when I went out. I just know I walked on this. I noticed what I was walking on, and it was these manufactured sheet looking things. And then I went and got in the gold pickup. So I hope that makes sense to y'all. And if you have anything you want to add, please feel free to share. I'm going to cut this off here, and I think I'll be back with another dream. Love y'all. Bye-bye.